In this video we're going to be checking out the top 5 best hiking gears in this year. I made this list based on products' features, online popularity, consumers' reviews, brand reputation, prices and more. I've included options for every type of consumer. If you want more information and updated pricing on the products mentioned, be sure to check the links in the description down below. Okay, so let's get started with the video. Number 1. Swiss Safe First Aid Kit 120. In case you're anticipating hiking for some time or in a gathering, odds are somebody will get harmed. While preparing to manage medical aid crises is consistently a smart thought, having a very much supplied emergency treatment pack that isn't just simple to convey and simple to utilize is an extraordinary thought also. This medical aid unit from Swiss Safe is a standout amongst other we found so far on the lookout. While we would have preferred a genuinely waterproof case, the water-safe nylon external shell serves to secure the substance genuinely well. Simply know that on the off chance that you attach it to the outside of your pack during a rainstorm, some water may spill in through the zippers. While it's not down to earth to list all that this medical aid unit gives, we can disclose to you that on the off chance that you get harmed, and you can't discover what you need for this situation, odds are you need significantly more consideration than any emergency treatment pack can give. There are a sum of 120 distinct things going from tempered steel injury shears to band-aids and everything in the middle. Remaining safe while you're hiking not just takes the sound judgment and in general ability. Remaining safe additionally implies having the perfect gear at the perfect opportunity to regard wounds as they happen. This exhaustive medical aid pack by Swiss Safe lets you do exactly that. While the 120-piece emergency treatment pack has almost all you require, it very well may be a problem removing it from your rucksack each time somebody has a minor physical issue. This is the place the a lot more modest 32-piece smaller than usual pack comes in so pleasantly. The more modest pack can be effectively attached to your belt, a ring on the rucksack, or something of that nature, and has most all you require for regular wounds like cuts. With an ever-increasing number of individuals having unfavorably susceptible responses, particularly to latex materials, it's significant that things utilized in health-related crises lessen the presentation to these allergens however much as could be expected. Everything in this unit is sans latex and is additionally liberated from huge numbers of the most well-known things that cause unfavorably susceptible responses. The bundle for the emergency treatment unit is generally conservative, estimating around 9 by 3 by 6 inches, so it's moderately simple to find a way into a rucksack. Number 2. Teton Sports Scout 3400 Internal Frame Backpack. Let's be honest, regardless of whether you bring the absolute minimum into the forested areas with you, in case you're going for any timeframe into the forested areas, you will require a spot to store your things and an approach to convey everything. A decent rucksack that is intended to make the heap simple to convey is an extraordinary thing to have. This one will be one of our top picks by and large. With regards to shipping your gear and materials during a hiking outing, having the best hiking pack for your requirements goes far. While having an inward casing probably won't be everything to everybody, this model is an extraordinary spot to begin. While this might be one of the more modest inside edge rucksacks that we've seen, the 55-liter extra room is literally nothing to sniffle at. It can without much of a stretch fit arrangements, dozing things, an additional pair of garments, or whatever else you need with you while you're hiking through the wild. This rucksack is sheltered to convey as it is as yet lightweight and has an inner edge to keep your back from being sore. Outlined rucksacks are partitioned into 2 essential classes, inner and outer casings. As the name recommends, inside edge knapsacks include a furrowed edge inside the coating of the rucksack that considers all the more even weight dispersion over the back and keeps the knapsack from moving or slumping into an awkward position. While it makes the pack somewhat heavier, the guide is weight appropriation is more than justified, despite all the trouble. The pack weighs only under 4.5 pounds, so it's generally simple and lightweight to convey. At the point when you're getting a charge out of the forested areas, the exact opposite thing you need is to be continually changing and correcting your rucksack. You need to have the option to toss all your stuff inside the pack, toss the rucksack on, and be all set decisively. Fortunately, the shoulder and hip ties are completely movable, and the chest or sternum lash is set up too. Indeed, even with the general unbending nature of the inward casing, this knapsack is genuinely simple to change for solace and by and large control. Likewise, the length of the undertaking can be changed in accordance with take into consideration diverse middle lengths, so kids, just as grown-ups, can conceivably utilize this knapsack. Number 3. Merrell Men's Moab 2 Vent. Hiking is a substantially more agreeable type of strolling as we would like to think. So what you wear on your feet is fundamental to making some great memories. Ensuring you have a ton of steadiness while hiking is significant so you don't harm yourself or fall without having a shoe hold. There are various shoes and hiking boots to look over, and in the event that you pick shoes, this section from Merrell is extraordinary compared to other we've found. It has an engineered bottom while helps with grasp while climbing rocks or various sorts of territories, just as a breathable work coating to ensure your feet can inhale while on a long climb. These Merrell Men's Moab 2 Vent hiking shoes come in a few distinct tones and sizes from 7 until 15 US, including all half sizes, also for a legitimate fit. In truth, what you wear on your feet can mean the contrast between a pleasant climb and an excruciating one. On the off chance that you decided to wear shoes, the Merrell Men's Moab 2 Vent hiking shoe is an incredible decision. The engineered soles and mix of calfskin, nylon and materials in the upper part of the shoe cooperate pleasantly to keep up the general sturdiness of the shoe, even in nasty climate. So don't fear bouncing the puddles or going through the mud in these shoes, as they are known for being truly strong and breathable. These shoes are intended to be waterproof, however lamentably just take into consideration great water opposition. While your shoes dry pleasantly, they additionally ingest stun with their air pad heel to keep you stable while hiking. Ensuring you are remaining safe consistently is significant, and these shoes will totally ensure you have a grasp while climbing. These shoes may look like typical athletic shoes, yet they offer more help, padding, and materials that take into consideration a high-energy spring in your progression while being used. Also, they are generally lightweight, which implies that you can stroll for quite a long time. They additionally come in a few unique sizes to ensure your feet remain agreeable and you have an incredible fit. The more extended your shoes last, the additionally hiking that you can do. Also, that is a great thing, correct? The Merrell brand is notable for giving agreeable garments and shoes as well as for making shoes that last. At the point when you're hiking over rocks and roots, the exact opposite thing you need is an evil-fitting shoe messing you up, torment, and conceivably rankles. So having a shoe that is consistent with size is a decent quality to consider. Fortunately, these shoes are consistent with the size and come in sizes including 7 until 15 US, just as half sizes and even wide feet alternatives. Number 4. Victorinox Swiss Army Evo Grip Army Knife. No hiking trip is finished without a Victorinox blade. It may not appear to be a fundamental, upon first idea, however having a blade helpful is very valuable as a rule, and this Swiss Army Evo Grip Army Knife is an extraordinary spot to begin. Discover why we love it beneath. By and large, on the off chance that you need a touch of a bonus to support your hiking excursion to the following level, this blade will do exactly that, and for sure, it is sensibly evaluated. This military blade has an insured switch button with the end goal for you to ensure the blade safely remains safe. Alongside the entirety of its incredible highlights, this blade is made of hardened steel and can without much of a stretch be dealt with. Victorinox offers an oil that you can use to keep its blades running easily. This blade is likewise 85 mm, so it is sufficiently large to be considerable, however certainly little enough to fit in the side pocket of your hiking pack. It is a solace use with an agreeable hold. At the point when you are hiking or outdoors, space is a premium, and you probably need to use it as cleverly as could reasonably be expected. That is the place having a Swiss Army blade proves to be useful. This specific Evo Grip blade has a great deal of helpful apparatuses to keep you arranged. It promotes 11 apparatuses that have 15 highlights, for example, a screwdriver, scissors, tweezers, and toothpick. Number 5. Marmot Minimalist Coat. With regards to hiking, remaining warm and agreeable for the excursion implies dressing in layers. Your furthest layer ought not exclusively be moderately breathable yet in addition have the option to shield you from the climate. This coat does that perfectly. The Marmot brand is notable for making dress that can withstand the wild, and such accompanies it, incorporating explorers with an audacious soul. The materials used to make this specific coat are intended to withstand downpour, hail, mud and a periodic tear without a lot of an issue. In case you're searching for an external shell to your hiking outfit that is moderately lightweight and flexible, this is an extraordinary decision. While we wouldn't suggest it throughout the cold weather a long time without altogether more layers, in general it makes a pleasant showing. This coat is obviously intended for use in an outside climate, and to shield you from a climate or components that you may experience. There is a customizable hood, and the front is handily ventilated through a progression of all-around put zippered vents that permit cool air to enter when required. Or then again, the entire coat can be fixed up close to keep downpour or colder temperatures from getting in. Produced using 100% Gore-Tex material, which is notable for its capacity to repulse water, earth, and grime, this coat dominates at keeping you dry and generally clean during your open-air trips. While we would have gotten a kick out of the chance to see somewhat more inside coating for comfort, generally it fills its need of security well overall. This coat can be utilized in a wide cluster of circumstances as an overall climate defensive shell. It can undoubtedly be utilized in the spring, summer, and pre-winter as the peripheral layer, however does not have a touch of the glow required during a brutal winter. While it unquestionably will keep you agreeable more often than not, we would recommend additional layers during the colder months. This coat has been demonstrated to be consistent with the assigned size a bewildering 88% of the time. For most clients, the coat is incredibly well-fitting and agreeable.